Okay, welcome to section 6.1 on exponential functions. We are going to um, work through example 1 and the definition of an exponential function here. First off, what is an exponential function? Well, an exponential function is a function of the form y equals a times b to the x power. It's a nonlinear function, so the points on this graph that are generated by this function are not going to create a straight line. What's important to understand in this equation or this function is that the coefficient a can be any number other than 0. Okay, so a cannot be 0, and this base here, b, can be any positive number greater than 1. Okay, so b is any positive number, so any number greater than 0, in other words, that is greater than 1. I'm sorry, not greater than 1. Any positive number other than 1 is what I should have said. What's going to happen with these equations is x is going to change at a constant rate. So every time x goes up by 1, for example, the y value is going to be multiplied by whatever this base is, okay? So as y increases by a constant amount, as x increases by a constant amount, y will continue to be multiplied by this number b, okay? Now, the first example simply asks us to determine whether each of these tables represents an exponential function and explain why, okay? Now, what you see x doing on both of these tables is x is increasing from 0 to 1 to 2 to 3. Now, it doesn't mean that it doesn't matter that it starts at 0. The key here is that x is increasing by 1 each time, by a constant amount. Now, this will be an exponential function if y continues to be multiplied by the same value every time. Okay? So, the increase in x is constant. Okay? Keeps increasing by 1 each time. What's happening to the y values? Do they keep being multiplied by the same thing? Well, let's see. To get from 2 to 4, I have to multiply by 2. To get from 4 to 12, though, I have to multiply by 3. And to get from 12 to 48, I have to multiply by 4. Now, if the numbers get really big and you're not sure how many times, for example, 12 went into 48, take your calculator and simply divide backwards. You could take 48 divided by 12. That would tell you how many times you multiply. So we can see here that as x increases by a constant amount, y is not multiplied by the same number every time. So therefore, this table in part A does not represent an exponential function. So this one is not exponential. Okay? And the reason, explain, y values do not have, we're going to call it a common ratio. We're going to be using that term later, so we might as well introduce it now. Y values do not have a common ratio. In other words, we're not multiplying by the same thing every time. Well, let's look at the second table then. Once again, you're going to see on the second table that the x values are again increasing by 1. Let me grab a different color here. Let's go green. So once again, let me move my face. I don't like your face. Get your face out of here. Okay, here we go. So the x values, once again, are increasing at a constant rate. They keep going up by 1. Okay, let's check the y values this time. To get from 4 to 8, I'd have to multiply by 2. What do I multiply 8 by to get 16? Well, once again, I multiply by 2. Looking good so far. Now, how many times do I multiply 16 to get 32? Aha, for the third consecutive time, we're multiplying by 2. Now, this is a finite set of points. We can only assume that this pattern continues. So therefore, we would say yes, this one is exponential. And the reason is because the y values have a common ratio of 2. And that's all there is to it. So if you're given a table of values and asked if the function is exponential or not, all you have to do is find out if the y values have a common ratio as x increases by a constant amount. Good luck.